What is going on, collectors? Optical 20 back for another video. Today we're going to take a look at Inart Nazgul. And finally, it is being sold, or pre-ordered at least, at bigbadtoystore.com. I'll put the link down below, and we know Inart, I don't know when they're going to deliver this. Probably around 2026. It's probably going to be released 25, then you're going to get it 26. Who knows, right? But the important thing is that you can now pre-order this in a US retailer for almost the same price as on their website. Because as I mentioned on the Legolas video, previously when they attempted this with, Joker and Superman, the Henry Cavill one, the price difference was pretty high, to a point where I can't even justify it. As much as I didn't get the Cavill one because it was high. And as much as I love Superman, I just couldn't justify the price. But here, the price is almost the same. However, the price is still high. So it's not Big Bad's fault anymore. This is just Inart with their pricing. I have no idea why this Nazgul is more expensive than the Henry Cavill Superman. It has no head sculpt. I mean, forget about it. There's two versions of this. You got the deluxe version with a horse, and I would never even go there because this is around $500 once you do that. More than that. I think it's closer to $600, honestly. Wow. Coming from a guy who has no face. They are known for having great rooted hair. And, the rolling eyeball system, they're both not present here. Now, make no mistake about it. A beautiful figure. I have the Asmus version. I'm pretty happy with it. But I haven't touched this, obviously. But just by looking at it, this is the Nazgul that we were looking for. There were a lot of mistakes with the Asmus version. I think they focused more on the armor. Rather than him being covered up, because when you look at the Nazgul, I don't necessarily think about them with an armor on it. I mean, I'm glad that the armor is there and it's out of die cast and it feels good. It feels heavy. I am glad that all that exists. I think they kind of didn't focus more on how it looks like without showing the armor like this. Now in here, there's a lot of layers of fabric in here, and hopefully they are stiff. They have wires on it. I think that's one way of ensuring that this stays pristine, because this is basically a big guy in a drape. It's just, yeah. The price is ridiculous. As much as I think this looks good, I could not justify Big Bad Toy Store or not getting this. Maybe at that time, if nothing was, if there's nothing to buy, maybe I'll get it if it's available. But to pre-order this now, I couldn't get myself to do that. As much of a huge Lord of the Rings fan I am. Now, if you are a Lord of the Rings fan yourself and you wanted to buy this, I don't blame you because it looks beautiful. And Nazgul is one of those characters, it's just badass. You don't even need a face for them. Just badass. It's just from a technical standpoint and point of view, I just couldn't spend $500 on this. Well, maybe not $500. Well, if you think about it, it's like $399. That's $400, right? Plus tax. I'm in Illinois. This is $340. $440 right off the bat. Shipping is only $4 at Big Bad, so it's not a big deal. But you include a tax, you're looking at almost $444 for a guy, and that is with no horse. Now, if you want to include a horse, which looks beautiful, again, it has no articulation whatsoever, but it doesn't need to have one. I wish it's removable from the base, so you could kind of have it, post around as well without standing on that base. But it looks good. Again, wouldn't pay what they're asking for on this one. I I don't know the logic behind the pricing for this guy. I thought that this would be at a max 300 at max, then that is, I think that's fair for 300. Maybe pushing it, honestly, because even if and as good as it looks, if I have $300, and for let's not compare this to the Asmus Nazgul, right? Because Nazgul, it's in it by itself. As cool as it looks, it doesn't have the components to be compared. Let's say Batman, the new DX09, is less than $300. Technical wise, I'd pick that up. It has rolling eyeball system. You can change the mouth plates and all that stuff. If there's no other figures that's being sold, like I said, sure. But, there's a lot. And Hot Toys just unveiled all their, like the Terminators and all that stuff. And that is going to be, what, $300? Maybe $350? I'd rather pick that up than get this any day of the week. With or without Big Bang, and that official site exclusive, there's no official. We can't I guess you can just put a China exclusive, right? Because it doesn't matter you buy it from the Hong Kong resellers, at Big Bad. You're not gonna get that. Who's gonna get that? Right? Just put it if you buy it from our store. No, which no one really could, realistically. I mean, there are a few people who could for sure, but just get away with it, man. I don't know. Do they have like like an official store, kind of like Secret Base? Because that would have been a good exclusive, if they do have a Secret Base. I don't know if they did, but yeah, I guess they could put select markets and all this. It doesn't matter. I'm not gonna get this anyway. But, a lot of people got annoyed with that, with Aragorn, because it was an exclusive with a cloak. They never really explained. I guess most people didn't read it, or maybe they were assuming that, let's say, the Hong Kong reseller technically is getting it from their official store, so therefore he does have one, but they never did. So I don't know how it works, but hey, let me know in the comments, how do you feel about this figure? If you're a Lord of the Rings fan, how do you feel about the price? I would love to hear your thoughts. And is this a game changer now for you? If you previously don't buy Inart, would BBTS having them for pre-order, which almost the same price, would that be something that you'll be inclined to do moving forward? But I would love to hear your thoughts. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.